WUB Network, America's sports leader, presents the Progressive Cup Series. We are live from Darlington Raceway, the Lady in Black, the track they say too tough to tame for the Bojangles Southern 500, the final race of the regular season. I'm Eddie Kalegi, first to Ed and Trip from the Nabisco Pre-Race Show.
A good Sunday evening to everyone. Welcome to the Nabisco Pre-Race Show. I'm Ed Kalegi, joined as always by Trip McGinnis. We are live from Darlington Raceway, one of the most storied tracks on the circuit for the regular season ending Southern 500.
And what a race we're in for. The Lady in Black always produces a challenge. Drivers will have to stick to the high line, but at the same time, make sure not to slam to the wall and stain their cars with the infamous Darlington stripe. Tires wear quickly and passing opportunities are rare, so making the smart move at the precise time will be key.
The action will intensify even more today as we wrap up the regular season. Taking a look at the point standings, 14 of the 16 tickets to the postseason have been punched by the 13 different winners over the course of the season, and Chase Elliott, who is mathematically locked in on points. Ryan Blaney and Eric Jones currently hold the final two spots, but Jamie Rockwell, Matt Kenseth, and Daniel Suarez all remain in contention. Plus, with a win, anyone, including Casey Kane, Danica Patrick, or Ryan Newman, could punch their ticket. Now it's time for our Subway selections. Trip?
Matt Kenseth might need to win to get in, and that's exactly what he'll do today. Experience is key at Darlington, and Matt's got a lot under his belt.
Martin Truex has had a rough last few weeks. He'll turn it around today. Now to Eddie Kalegi in the booth.
Thank you guys, and welcome to the throwback race, and it's the regular season finale, the famous Southern 500 here at Darlington. 39 drivers ready to battle. Let's see our drivers to watch for. Kyle Larson looks to pad the stats, looking for his fourth win of the year. He starts on the pole. Matt Kenseth needs a good run to make it into the playoffs. He'll be starting on the outside in a Tony Stewart throwback. Eric Jones is in the midst of the playoff battle, but starts mid-pack back in row 9. Ryan Blaney is good on points right now. Let's see if he can have a strong run. Jamie Rockwell sits right on the cutoff in a solid starting position for him. And Daniel Suarez, Ryan Newman, both in must-win situations.
The most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome your Grand Marshal, NASCAR living legend, and longtime STP brand ambassador, Richard Petty.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Richard Petty at command of Throwback Weekend. The cars begin to roll off. Now let's see our starting grid where the 39 drivers line up. In row 1, as we said, it's the 42 of Kyle Larson and Matt Kenseth. Starting behind them in row 2 is Larson's teammate Jamie McMurray and Martin Truex Jr. In row 3, it's the highest starting Ford, the 99 of Jamie Rockwell and the 18 of Kyle Busch. Then in row 4, you've got Denny Hamlin, won last week at Bristol, and Kevin Harvick. Yeah, in row 5, rounding out the top 10, Chase Elliott and a Jeff Gordon throwback and Kurt Busch. Then following them in row 6 is Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano. Blaney moving over to Penske next year. Row 7 is Brad Keselowski and Daniel Suarez. They don't like each other that much. And in row 8, it's Ryan Newman and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Moving on to row 9 on the inside is Danica Patrick. A solid starting position for her. Eric Jones next to her. Rounding out the top 20, it's the 6 of Trevor Bayne and the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Then in row 11, it's the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Casey Kane, the lowest starting Hendrick car. And then in row 12, it's Clint Boyer in a nice starting spot for Matt DiBenedetto. Yep, and then in row 13, we got Austin Dillon and Michael McDowell. Following them in row number 14, it's the 37 of Chris Buescher and Ty Dillon. Row 15, it's Eric Almirola and Paul Menard. And then in row 16, it's Casey Mears and the Dinger, AJ Allmendinger. Following them in row 17, it's Landon Castle locked into the playoffs and Timothy South. Headed towards the back, row 18, it's Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 32 and the 38 of David Reagan. In row 19, it's the 23 of Cole Witt and the 55 of Chase Montgomery. And rounding out the field in his debut is Landon Eames in the 98. Now, the DNQs, there's just one. It's the 30 of Greg Alding. Race facts, 20 laps. Pit window, 11 to 15 laps. Watch for the Darlington stripe. It's the final race before the playoffs. Let's send it to pit road now, and here's the pit reports.
You might not realize it, but Joey Logano has something to race for today. He quietly sits second in the point standings, and with a top 5 finish and a bad run from Kyle Larson, can earn 3 bonus points for the playoffs.
He isn't too far out of the playoffs points-wise, but Matt Kenseth is going to receive a lot of challenges today from other drivers fighting to get into the playoffs. He'll look to make the playoffs in his final season. Ed?
Denny Hamlin won last week at Bristol. He'll look to keep up the hot streak and take a lot of momentum into the playoffs.
Thanks, guys. Trip, are you ready? Yes, I am. The regular season ends here. Hold them, flagman. Green flag, let's go, let's roll. Here we go, Kyle Larson with a great start on the outside, and he's going to get a good run on Matt Kenseth. Here they come through the long turn 1 and 2 at this egg-shaped oval. Yeah, Kyle Larson's going to clear Matt Kenseth pretty easily. Good battle for third. Here they come through turn 3. Oh, a little contact. McMurray and Truex make contact. Truex in the wall. He's going to fall back as Kyle Larson leads lap number 1. Wow, how about that? Already we see someone getting the Darlington stripe, and it's that 78. Here they come rocketing through turn 2. I love seeing these guys race right next to the high line and somehow not hit the wall. On board with the 20 of Matt Kenseth as he tries to chase Kyle Larson. Yeah, Matt Kenseth hanging tough with him. Jamie Rockwell, Jamie McMurray, and then Denny Hamlin in 5th. Lap 3 gets underway. Kyle Larson trying to stretch out that gap from Kenseth. Yeah, but Kenseth, how about that? Look how he closes coming into the corners. Denny Hamlin's going to get by the 1 of Jamie McMurray for 4th as they rocket down the backstretch. Now the top 6 single file, Elliott and Truex battle for 7th. Here they come through. Oh, trouble. Oh, and Eric Jones in the wall. There goes Jones, and the caution comes out here as they reach lap 4. Oh man, the 77 is destroyed and has to come to a stop, and Eric Jones' chances at the playoffs come to an end. But yeah, we're going to have to watch a replay of this. Let's see. Got up in the wall and Trevor Bayne finished him off. Trying to save it, you see, and hits it with the back end. Here's the real speed of the wreck. Yeah, he hit off the wall and bam. So Eric Jones' day is done and the 77 gets towed away. We'll be ready to restart here on lap 7 of 20. Kyle Larson has dominated so far, and as we know, Kyle Larson will start on the outside. Matt Kenseth has hung tough with him, though. He'll start on the inside. Jamie Rockwell has been climbing closer and closer to the front. He was gaining on them. He restarts 3rd. Truex has fallen to 8th, complaining about a vibration after hitting the wall early. Ryan Blaney is struggling, still back in 14th. And we're glad to be joined by some famous broadcasters, the Doc, Mike Helms, and Ernie Sellers for this throwback race. They'll be taking it away here.
Oh, thank you very much, Eddie and Trip. Ernie, you excited?
Oh yeah, this is going to be a great race. Here we go, the green flag is back out.
And there's that Larson boy in the 42. He's going to clear the 20 of Matt Kenseth, 3 wide for 4th.
Yeah, look at this jam-packed back there. Chase Elliott's all the way to 4th.
Meanwhile, Matt Kenseth, Jamie Rockwell battle for 2nd, and the 2nd position changes hands, and it's the 99, so they'll try to chase that fast little boy in the little red machine, the 42 of Kyle Larson.
Yeah, and look at Chase Elliott. And there's David Reagan back there, too. It looks like David Reagan's got some sort of a problem.
David Reagan is going to slow down. The 38 Ford is falling back. Kyle Larson, then it's Rockwell, Kenseth, Elliott, Denny Hamlin, your top 5 as David Reagan's on pit road. Elliott got in the wall a little.
Yeah, and you see some lap traffic coming. That's Chase Montgomery in the 55.
Chase Elliott falling back after hitting the wall, and now a battle for 3rd heats up between the Joe Gibbs teammates, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, Hamlin trying to get a lot of momentum on his side heading to the playoffs after winning last week at Bristol.
Lap 10 is underway as Chase Montgomery goes a lap down, a flyby of the field. There's Ryan Blaney, who needs to run well if he wants a chance at the playoffs. Here they come down the backstretch.
Oh, and Kenseth, he just hit the wall.
Yep, a swirler is Matt Kenseth and a smoker.
Yeah, looks like he cut a tire and he went right up into the wall. He's going to have to come down pit road.
Matt Kenseth slowly coming down, and he'll be headed down to pit road. Ed's got an update.
A panicked Matt Kenseth has asked his crew if the car is heavily damaged, but it seems that the 20 car luckily escaped with just a flat tire. Full service for the 20, and they'll try to bang out the scratches.
Yeah, that really stinks for Matt Kenseth. The caution's out.
A swirler, that's the 98 of Landon Eames, who goes around, and a caution's going to come out. And since Kenseth didn't make it out of the pits before the leaders caught him, he's a lap down. We're going to send it back to Eddie and Trip. It was a pleasure doing this. Oh, and it was great to be joined by a famous broadcaster himself, the Doc, Mike Helms, and a former racer, Ernie Sellers. We look at a replay. Yeah, Jeffrey Earnhardt pretty much turned the 98 of Eames coming down the front stretch. Very nice job by Eames to keep it out of that inside wall. Now we're going to have real pit stops here on lap 13. The pit road we go.
Kurt Busch looks to wrap up an extremely impressive regular season today as he runs in the top 5. No complaints, just a fast stop for 4 tires and fuel. Ed?
Jamie Rockwell has climbed to 2nd. Rockwell says the car is just a little tight, and a looser race car could help him catch the 42. 4 tires, gas, and a track bar adjustment.
And finally pulling into the last pit stall is Kyle Larson. He says the car is a little too tight exiting the corners, setting the 42 drastically close to the wall. 4 tires, some adjustments in Sunoco fuel. Thank you guys. We look at your fan predictions. Trip, what do you like? See, a lot of guys took Truex, but he's having some issues. Negative Alex, NASCAR 2048, and joking with Tenno with Kyle Larson. Crash B Fan 65 and Tim Hortons Cup Series, who were picking for the back-to-back, pretty smart as well. Joey Logano restarts out front. He stayed out. Yeah, Logano stayed out, trapping Matt Kenseth a lap down. Well, I don't know. I mean, we know Logano was going for the points championship, but, I mean, I don't understand that. And could there be any cahoots? He's trying to help the other Fords. Larson has led every lap so far, but he's up in second. Jamie Rockwell has looked great today. Suarez needs to win. He's gambled with a 2-tire stop. Ryan Blaney is now in playoff position with Kenseth a lap down. Yeah, that was just wrong. Especially if Logano comes to pit road right after this lap. Kenseth is not happy with what went down as he is trapped a lap down in 37th. Landon Eames is 1 lap off the pace, and your Bass Pro Shops Lucky Fish is the 55 of Chase Montgomery. Great flag back out with 5 to go. And how about that? Logano dropping down out of the way to let the 99 by. I don't like this move at all. And pretty much we can assume Joey Logano is going to end up pitting here. Yeah, there's no way he can be making on gas, and he's already fallen way back. It's Larson, it's Rockwell, then Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Daniel Suarez, your top 5. Yes, Suarez gambled with 2 tires. Here they come down, and there's Joey Logano, and Logano is pulling into the pits. Joey Logano does say that strategy was the reason he stayed out and lapped the field. It does give major advantage to the Fords in the playoff race, though. Regular service for Joey. Wow, I can't believe that. 4 laps to go. Larson is going to be in front of Jamie Rockwell. Oh, and Larson slips up and he's in the wall. Wow, and Rockwell's going to get to the lead. And no contact there. Jamie Rockwell just able to get around a rare mistake from Kyle Larson. There's Joey Logano off pit road. He's 3 laps down. As Kyle Larson chasing after Jamie Rockwell. Oh my goodness. Kyle Larson, though, with a chance maybe to get back. Yeah, he's got a solid run on him, and we know Larson hits a very good car. The 99 and the 42 as we come to 2 laps to go in the regular season. Denny Hamlin lurks in 3rd. Yeah, I'd watch out for that 11 and that 41 of Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch has just cleared Daniel Suarez, as here's some lap traffic ahead. Yeah, they're going to have to manipulate some lap traffic and try to get around. 2 laps to go. There's some slow cars. Rockwell getting around a couple. He's around Montgomery. He's around Eames. 1 lap left. Can Jamie Rockwell punch his ticket to the playoffs? 2 years ago at Martinsville, he was able to win the final race of the regular season to get into the playoffs, and he made it to the championship 4. Maybe he can have that luck once again, and it looks like he might have it. Larson's got 1 last chance. He's going to get a little loose through turn 3. Jamie Rockwell's going to win for the first time all season in the regular season finale. Wow, what a job by Jamie Rockwell in that 99. He takes his signature victory lap where he doesn't do a burnout, his 10th career win. These 16 drivers move on to the playoffs. Yeah, and you see, Ryan Blaney, the final one. Eric Jones misses out by 24 points. Yeah, since Jamie Rockwell won, it wasn't even close points-wise for these guys. Suarez misses by 26, and since Rockwell won, Kenseth wasn't even close. Poor Matt Kenseth, and not just, this Joey Logano situation was kind of weird. Jamie Rockwell, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch. You see a lot of guys had some good runs in this one. Yeah, I mean, really stinks for some of these guys, though. Ryan Blaney, Jamie McMurray, Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, Danica Patrick, Ryan Newman, Clint Boyer, Ricky Stenhouse, and Eric Almirola is your top 20. Then Trevor Bayne, Chris Buescher, Casey Kane, Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger, Matt DiBenedetto, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Ty Dillon, Casey Mears, Paul Menard. Joey Logano did finish 5th because he was a lap ahead of everybody because he did not pit. So we didn't really have it marked on there because he was so far ahead of everybody. That was really the battle for the lead because we knew he was going to be pitting anyway. Yeah, and I mean, Joey Logano, he got lucky. He's going to end up 5th place for the race. Here's your playoff grid. Kyle Larson, 9 points to the good with some extra points, including for winning the regular season championship. Right now, Stenhouse, Castle, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney would be the 4 that would be out of it. The next race is the Dwayne Reed Big Apple 400 at Yonkers Raceway. That will be the first race of 7 in the playoffs. Jamie Rockwell celebrates his first win of the season. And we hope you enjoyed this one. Follow us on Twitter, at Eddie Kalegi, at Trip McGinnis, signing off from Darlington. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you next time here on WUB Network.